Testing, testing. All right. Well, hello everyone. This is Woo. I hope everyone is having a good holidays. I sure had a great one. I had a very productive day, a very good day. I took care of some things. I went to go see a live band, which was nice. I always love to listen to live music, so that was pretty fun. But let's get into the topic. So today or tonight, I want to talk about the viral allegations that's been going on against Princella. So apparently, and allegedly, she's been having some really distasteful, bad behavior, which is not unusual to me for her. She's out here pulling a Donald J and grabbing her bonobos by the coo, if you know what I mean. So a young lady just made a couple of videos that's been going viral on TikTok about her behavior and how she treated her when she came out there to visit for some type of retreat, getaway or something they had. But I've been knowing about Princella for maybe about a year or two, and when I first seen her emerge on the scene, she was very questionable to me. I didn't buy into her at all. She came off to me as a grifter as soon as I listened to her. I mean, her rhetoric was very dangerous. It was a lot towards black male hate, and then even hate against women that didn't believe in her rhetoric. It was almost like I would say like a cult. A lot of her followers even changed their avatar pictures to her logo. They were talking about creating a so-called bonobo society where it's all women, no men, and only one man. If they choose a man, only one can be there, and one can only quote-unquote breed with them. It was some kind of makeshift alternative fantasy land that a lot of these women were buying into. It was kind of like a cult. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know if her following is still as strong, but she was sort of making waves. She was doing presentations. She was going to universities here in Texas. She had some books. She was even on the local news in Houston promoting her book. So she was making some waves, but I just really don't buy into her rhetoric towards women with male children, basically turning women against their male children. I mean, a lot of these women that listen to content like that are people that are broken, people that are looking for answers, and people that are not fully, to me, mentally well. And a lot of these women are mothers, and a lot of them are mothers of boy and girl children. So to speak against young boy children and kind of turn the women against their sons, and a lot of these women were buying into that. I mean, you go into a danger zone. You're talking to women that are fragile, I would say, mentally, and can probably do something dangerous to that child because they've been sort of radicalized into this belief that all men are bad. But Princella is very interesting to me because she kind of flows in and out of this feminine and masculine energy. One minute she got on her stiletto boots with her legs gaped open wide, taking a picture, and then next minute she's acting like some hood figure on the street somewhere with the way she acts and the way she treats women. It's very interesting to watch her. So I don't see the pull. It's rather confusing to me because it's like, what side are you on? I mean, this woman is still legally married. She's had multiple relationships with different women within the 2 years I've been knowing about her, and one of them was very public, and the dad is she was already exposed once. So this exposure is another one, and this is really this one is really deep. This one is telling. Apparently, this person has filed a police report. But we're going to listen to the clip. I'm going to pull it up. Let's see. And we're going to play it. We're going to play it out.
Or twice. Nobody can stop me from saying my truth or speaking my truth about this situation. We got ready to go celebrate someone's birthday, and when we were going inside of this location, this young lady was really acting like the male that you would never date, the male that she warns you about. I'm not understanding why she's giving off the vibe of a guy, male. She's giving off male vibes. I'm not really sure why that's happening. But I said it several times. I was like, why are you acting like the dude I would never date? Like, you act like the guy I would never date. And I was in disbelief that she was acting this way, but because of how she talks about. Anyway, we were leaving out of the bathroom at the casino. On our way out, she said, do you want some more aggression? Let me give you some context on the aggression, the initial aggression. So basically, we were at this bar where you can do axe throwing. She was looking sad the entire day. I don't know why. But me and the girl that she's with now, we were dancing, together, like girls having fun dancing. There was a moment when I had to pull her to the side to let her know that this was a healing retreat and not a hooking up type of retreat. This retreat was for us to refresh ourselves. And I couldn't understand why she couldn't understand that. And so basically that brought on her feeling like she was sad or whatever the case. And there was a moment where we were throwing axes and it was my turn to go. And when I got done throwing the axe, she came up behind me and grabbed my hair and she was like, this what you want? This what you want? And I was like, excuse me? Like, what? And the girl, that birthday we were celebrating, she was like, what was that all about? And I was like, I don't know, because I ain't do nothing to warrant any of that. And she had said something, and I was like, just as aggressive as I thought it would be. Like, just giving off the male vibes that you just want to stay away from. Why would you do that? Yeah. Anyway, again, the energy there was really dark. Going inside, and we were in there. Once that happened, she left out and went to the car. So then we left. And went back to our room. We came back to the casino because I was going to gamble by myself, but she wanted to tag along. And so, I brushed off the first little incident that she did and just kept it pushing. Back to the casino, we talked for like about 30 minutes or so. But, so when she came out the bathroom and we got outside and she said, do you want some more aggression? I was like, no. I had practiced my no for all of y'all. So now we walk into the trunk of the car, and this is when she tells me, oh, I forgot something in the trunk. And I'm like, there's nothing in the trunk. Like, what could you have forgotten in the trunk? Because there's nothing in there. So I open the trunk, and she pushes me forward, and then she proceeds to violate me. And in that moment, I was like, are you really doing this right now? Like, you're really doing the stuff that you told us to watch out for. You're doing everything that we're supposed to be looking out for, and really not understanding why this is happening in the moment. In that moment, I was very uncomfortable, and I just couldn't believe that she was doing it. I was like, you're really doing this? And she ended up stopping. It's a shame to have a woman violate you like that. And I've never had this type of behavior happen around any group of men. I can't believe that I followed this person. But yeah, I didn't ask for any of that behavior. I strictly wanted to keep it business. Um, I'm doing this to bring awareness to other women so that none of this happens to any of her other followers. Also, is to basically show her character that she's a fraud. I never knew what a grifter was before all of this happened. This lady tried to portray herself as something else. And, you know, I'm not letting her get away with it. Somebody else has probably gone through something very similar. She's a master manipulator. I'll get into the game too eventually. Y'all just got to comment below to let me know if y'all want the rest of the story. This stuff happened and I couldn't believe that it happened and I was in disbelief. And there are a lot of whys. Like, why is to show that she tried to silence me and you can't do that. I'm not going to allow that to happen to me. Also, to show her followers like what she actually did to me. Also, to any woman that ever wants to do business with this lady needs to just say no. The message was definitely something that needed to be heard, but just got to change the messenger because she's definitely not it. She's a master manipulator. And I'm really sad that the other young lady did not see what she was doing. She called me a stalker. She tried to say that I was crazy. Like, she doesn't have anything else on me. That's all that she could say. She had nothing on me. She spoke on me in her groups and saying whatever she had to say about my name. I don't care about none of that stuff. But what I do care about is people following her who don't know who she really is. She's not the person that you think she is. And if you post any negative comments, I'm deleting those. It doesn't even matter. So you can write what you want, but I'm going to delete it off. Now, you know, some people are not going to believe what's been said or whatever the case may be. And whatever, I mean, there are a lot of people that are abused that are not believed all the time. So, if you want to hear the full story of Priscilla the Queenmaker, I highly suggest that you comment below to hear the full story of how Priscilla the Queenmaker did what she did to me, how she used her game to turn it into a reality, how she's a liar. If you want to hear that, yeah, just comment below. I'll give y'all part 2. And remember, stand on all the business you need to stand on in 2025. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. Fuck what you think about me.
All right, so let me make sure this is back on. All right. All right, so I'm back. So that was according to Dana Fully Loved. So I checked her out. I checked her TikTok out, and I mean, I can't really say anything about her. She has a beautiful voice. Actually, she's a singer. I guess she's a performer or whatever that may be. She has a beautiful voice, and she's telling her story and who I mean, who's to say that she's lying or not? She went all the way as far to make a police report. So I would say she means business. If Princella actually did this is absolutely disgusting. Now, I do believe that Princella is a grifter, a manipulator, and a liar. But to do this is a whole nother level of just nasty, vile, just unwoman behavior. So, like I said, I've known about Princella, and she equates her following to a bonobo apes. She has quoted books on an author. I can't quote the author, but she reads from the books in her past lives and this whole bonobo society. And I looked it up, and this whole bonobo society, the behavior of, I'm going to read a little excerpt of the behavior of the bonobo apes. So it says, bonobos are known for being peaceful and matriarchal, with females leading their group in settling conflict through sex. And that stood out to me because Princella is very sexualized. The way she come at women, it's not from a big sister standpoint or a counselor well, she's not authorized to be a counselor, but a pseudo, on YouTube, everybody's a pseudo counselor. But a life coach standpoint, no, her content is very sexualized, and she's definitely try to align herself as the dominant sexual person, while everyone else is kind of gawking over her. It's very interesting to watch, and I'm not necessarily surprised with this behavior. I'm just disgusted with it and with how she treats women when these women come to her for a sense of protection and understanding, and she's acting just like the men that a lot of these women are running from or has been traumatized by. So it's very interesting. So although these allegations have came out and this woman has told her story, which is on her accounts, and until it's proven otherwise, everyone should just sit back and watch. But no, her cult following is harassing this young lady, Miss Dana, and they're leaving comments. And Miss Dana, she clapped back. So she clapped back with some information that she, in fact, filed a police report. And she showed the police report, and the police report detailed some of the events happened that night. So we're going to check that out. But, I'm really disappointed in how women are treating her. Even though you are a follower of this person, if someone said they have been assaulted, that is their right to express it. People are like, why are you making videos? But hello, we are in the era of AI, metaverse, viral content, everything. I mean, people record everything. People record their stories. People record tragic events. Everybody has seen it. You can see somebody in real time being unalived or harmed, and before the person is trying to call the police or aid help, they got their phones out recording, trying to get a viral moment, trying to get their views up. So that is the era we in. That's how people respond to different conflicts and different things that's going on. So to ask someone, why are you making a video of this? Why are you doing that? I mean, why is that even a question anymore? That's just what people do now. That's just the norm. But I'm going to add this video of Miss Dana responding to a young lady that was in her DMs asking her why is she making a video of this. I guess this is a fellow bonobo.
To tell you the truth.
So let's restart this.
I'm not really sure why people think that you are supposed to tell your truth the way they want you to tell your truth. There's a police report. I don't have to show it to you because it's not public record. Well, why are you waiting to talk about it now? Do you not see all of these people coming out against Diddy, Jay-Z that have done abuse to others? Like, and it happened years before. When I did my report, it was just like 2 weeks later. And I really don't like living amongst people like Ebony. Evaporate. I'm not really sure why people are thinking that we are the same. No, we're not. We all handle things differently. This chick, Ebony just said, if this is true, what a police report. Girl, don't nobody gotta, no one has to show you a police report at all. Like, I don't have to prove that to you, but I will.
So this is the current police report. It's so small. So let me see if I can go to it and try to read it myself. Y'all bear with me. Let's see. So yeah, so this woman, I mean, I am inclined to believe 100%. I mean, I wouldn't question the victim, period, but I'm inclined to believe 100% because she went as far as to file a police report. So she is not playing about this situation. So let me read some of this. So in this report, my goodness, where is it? So I would say, let me pause it. Let me pause. So in this report, it says, let me see, let me go. She arrived in the total 7 females. I'm going to skim through it. So it says at approximately 2300 hours, they exited the hotel entrance and walked to Jones Silver Ford Edge, unknown LPN, okay, which was parked in lane A1. Jones opened the rear passenger door, but was suddenly pushed forward until the rear seats. Car, which is Priscilla, that's her last name, grabbed Jones' waist and the part is blocked out, begin to, I guess, essay Miss Jones, which go by Dana. Jones told Carr to stop, but she refused. Jones was able to push Carr off of her and enter her vehicle, leaving the casino. Jones was unable to provide any further information for the vehicle due to it being a rental car. Jones described Carr as a black female who was wearing a black red jacket, black pants, and a black ball cap. So, this woman made a police report. She's telling her story, and who are we to deny that? For someone as far as Princella's supporter to go and question it is really sad to see, knowing that a lot of these women that follow her have been through similar situations, have been harmed, have been hurt, have been possibly assaulted, or whatever the case may be. To question someone being essayed as if they could be lying is insane just because you like the person and just because you're a fan of the person. It's not the first time that Princella has showed flawed behavior. She has been called out plenty of times for her behavior. I mean, this woman is teaching women to denounce men, decenter men. All men are bad, even young adolescent boys, women's sons are bad. All males are bad, while she's still legally married, while she's still going in and out of relationships, while she's still hurting women herself, while she still talk to women in a manner as if she's a what she ideal as how a man talks to women, the way she treats women, and when she steps into, I guess, her quote unquote masculinity, because one day she's a feminine woman, next day she's a masculine male. You don't know who you're getting. That's a red flag right there. I mean, I don't see how people can follow someone that's mentally all over the place. I mean, I gotta follow. You gotta be on. You gotta be the same person every day. I can't see you as Priscilla one day and the next day you're Preston, the hood nigga on the block. Like, it don't make sense to me. But this is what these women follow. This is what, these women think are leading them to the right direction. I think it's leading these women to a state of despair, the state of being angry, a state of being bitter, and just nasty, vile women that no one will want to deal with. I mean, Priscilla can't even keep a relationship together or a friendship with women together. She has a whole charge on her for SA out of all things. Out of all things that can happen to her, as someone that speaks to women every day and tell women about men and how men are and how heterosexual women are and everybody's bad and young boys are bad, and you over here getting charged with SA. I mean, come on. This is amazing. This is amazing. I think it's time for her followers to wake up. This is a red flag. This is a sign. I don't know what else you need, but it's right here. So, she in fact responded, and what she responded with wasn't good enough to me. It was typical of something someone would say when they don't have nothing else to say. It didn't make any sense, but I'm going to bring that up. Let me see. I'm going to bring that up. And I believe Miss Dana. I believe Miss Dana because she's really putting her neck out for this. This can backfire a lot on her because this lady has a lot of followers, has a lot, I would say, sort of connections for as her interviews and people she has access to. And for you to come out and speak your story and say what happened to you as a victim is brave of her, and I'm proud of her. So this is the next clip of Priscilla so-called denying the allegations. So I'm gonna rewind.
Think what I got and what they got is real simple. What's going on with me and what's going on with them, and who they connected with. Right? Always remember, ladies, and the few gentlemen that do listen to me, let me tell you something. When you shine bright and you got shit going for you, the only thing that can happen is people who were connected with you that can't go with you, they just start shit. Always. So you don't never let no ants bring down no elephants. It's real simple.
The one thing that she forgot to say was, I didn't do it. You know why she didn't say that? Because she did that.
So there you have it right there. I agree with Dana. If somebody if somebody was accusing me of something that big, you best believe I will be doing everything in my power to deny it, to show proof that it's not true, especially if I have so much on the line. The fact that she couldn't directly deny it and directly call out Dana that's accusing her of this heinous crime, that's why I'm inclined to believe that it's true. Because if anybody accused me of something that big, you best believe I'm going gung-ho on proving that this is not my character. Are you serious? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I believe Princella is a nasty, vile individual. She's not a good person. She's a grifter. I can't wait till her platform dies down and she goes away. A lot of these content creators are no good for people, especially people that are searching and looking for answers, looking for solutions. They have no business talking to other individuals when they don't even live the shit that they're talking about. She lives absolutely nothing she's talking about. She's teaching women to stay single or be lesbians, not love their sons. I mean, she's absolutely vile, and I don't see how she's continuing to be able to thrive. I don't get the pull. Like I said, when I initially seen her, I seen a grift dead on. Dead on. So, I hope Dana gets justice, but I also want to talk about or take a look at her initial exposure from an ex-girlfriend, which is a known YouTuber. They actually collabed and then they started dating. This individual was actually in the manosphere, but then she switched over and went to Princella because Princella is a master manipulator. She is. And so for somebody that's weak-minded, for somebody that's looking for answers, for somebody that's looking for a tribe, looking for a group, looking for someone that has the same ideals or looking for love or whatever the case may be, when you come in contact with a master manipulator, you can get easily sucked in. And this young lady, she got easily sucked in. So we're going to play that. And let me bring it up. Just give me a second. Hold on. But yeah, I'm loving this Princella exposure. I just want everyone, male, female, that is grifting, that is steering people down a path that's not healthy, a path that will not lead them to success in the real world, because we have to remember this is cyber. This is anybody can come on here and be whoever they want to be. And they're leading people that really need counseling, really need professional help and guidance, and leading them into a path that will not benefit them. And I hate it. I hate to see it. I honestly do. And let's see. Let me see. Is this the clip? Yes.
And I don't want y'all being led. She's telling y'all to live a life she can't live her damn self.
So this right here is the ex-girlfriend of Princella. She exposed her. This young lady is a content creator. She also has children. I think she has young boys. And she's going to detail some of her relationship with Princella. It's actually a really long video, but I found a clip that's just going to get straight to the point because we don't have that kind of time. I'm not about to be watching hours worth of stuff.
She can't be alone. We just fell out a whole week ago where we quote unquote broke up, and a few days later she got a whole new girlfriend, a woman that she met a whole fucking week ago. And she took her daughter out there to be around a bunch of women she's never met before. and she left her daughter with women that she doesn't know. So she does not protect her daughter. And I would not stand by. If something happens to that little girl, I don't want to be responsible for not speaking up. So this is proof of me speaking up and speaking my truth. And you're not going to silence me by saying, don't bring up my child. Don't bring up my child. No, I'm trying to protect that little girl because I love that little girl. I bought her Christmas gifts. I spent money on her. I bought her Valentine's Day gifts because you don't do none of that shit for her. You don't celebrate holidays, nothing. You don't do nothing. You don't even buy her nothing for Christmas. But I made sure she had a gift under my fucking tree. She had a gift with my tree. She opened up presents with my children. And you want to sit here and make it seem like I'm just this dishonest person. I love children. I don't play about kids. I don't play about my kids. And I didn't play about your child. I don't like how you don't feed her. I don't like how you give her fast food every fucking day. I don't like how you take care of yourself and make sure you're getting a bath, but she ain't got no bath for a few days. She's wearing the same thing over and over again because she ain't had no bath. You're not training her, you're not teaching her, you're not instilling inside of her, and it's wrong. Because you want to shame boy mothers and boy moms loving their sons over their daughters, but you loving social media over yours. You love the clout and money over your own child. Because if you was really pouring into, you would live the life that you live. Y'all know, and for the ones that's in denial right now, think back on any time she was on live and it was late at night, you heard that girl playing. Every time she came in there, she was begging for her mama's attention. And she, go on now. Then she realized, like, oh, people looking, and play with her and be like, okay, get on my face.
Okay. So, hello. Am I muted? Okay, I'm back. Okay, we not trying to listen to freaking Cardi B. But anyways, so that was her ex-girlfriend. She goes by B. Taylor. She was detailing what was going on behind the scenes of those ultra long unnecessary lives that Princella will be doing. I have seen what her daughter clips are when other people were making lines about her. Her daughter would come in and give her a hug, and really her daughter was saying like, come on, mom, I want you to be with me, mom. As a parent, you sense that, you know when your child come and want to give you a hug, they want your attention. But no, she wasn't attending to her daughter. Allegedly, she wasn't feeding her daughter properly. She wasn't doing the things she was supposed to do as a mother because she was too busy online telling people not to be mothers to their children. I mean, come on. When what's the girl? B. Taylor exposed Princella, B. Taylor got a lot of backlash from the bonobos. And they was pretty angry, but I feel like B. Taylor, she was with Princella for a while. She's seen a lot of that go on. She's continued to be with her, but she eventually got out. I don't understand as a mother, as I don't have boys, but I don't see how B. Taylor as a mother of sons would even consider dating someone like Princella, knowing the things that she say about young boys. I mean, she's talk about grown men, and that's one thing, because they are grown men. Grown men are accountable for their actions and how they behave. But little boys, kids, I feel like they're off limits because they have to be molded, they have to be raised, they have to be loved, and you shouldn't speak on children. So for B. Taylor to date someone that talks about young boys and not raising male children and, I don't know, giving away male children or whatever the case may be, for her to get with someone knowing how she feels about that, about children, period, is a side eye to me. But she ended up with her. She broke up with her. She learned from the situation and she told a story. Of course, Princella tried to deny and quote unquote talk about how, just like on the previous video of Miss Dana, how people are beneath her, or people are jealous, or she's above, or they ain't got what she got, and all the other bullshit that don't matter. Is it not true? You can fluff up and say, oh, they're hating on me, they're this, they're that. But unless you say this is absolutely not true, they're lying, I have the proof to show it, I'm inclined to believe the accuser. I'm inclined to believe the victim. So that's that on that. So the last thing I want to speak on is Princella response to B. Taylor, just to bring all this full circle. Princella behavior, her interaction with women, how I feel like she truly does not like women. That's why she's steering women into this this state of being alone, being without children, being without a man, being with other women, when these women know they're not lesbian. You cannot just choose to be a lesbian. I honestly feel like that is something that's just you're born that way. That's just a natural attraction. That's how I personally feel. But she's over here trying to teach women how to despise men and to go into lesbianism, and it's just insane. It's insane, but her pull is insane. But a master manipulator has a gift of gab. They know what to say. They know how to read the room. They know how to get their target audience to fund their lifestyle, because it's all about funding. It's not about helping anyone. It's not about just being a good person and trying to help the world. It's all about money and control. That's what it's all about. So the last video I'm going to play is a clip of her responding to B. Taylor about, hey, May, what's up? Girl, I'm towards the end. So I'm going to play this last clip. Let me see. Let me share a screen. What's the name of that? Where is it? Okay, this is the last one.
Baylor TV or
You ain't gotta say her name, but you messed it up and good. You messed it up.
Yeah. Quote unquote, your ex.
Yeah.
You know, she threw shots at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She basically said you groomed her into a relationship, which is the wildest shit I've ever heard. How do you groom somebody into a relationship? But anyway, and she basically threw just a lot of different accusations at you. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying you're a fraud. You know, and things like that. So what do you have to say?
It hurts. So here's the thing. See, she didn't like the fact that I'm not as emotional as her. Her whole goal was to try to hurt me however she could. So she was the type of person that I just could not mentally handle. I couldn't mentally withstand the stuff that she was putting me through. So I actually broke up with her in January, right? And so we had been broken up for 4 months, but I'm the type of person that's like, we can remain friends. We don't have to be together. It don't have to be no beef, because I ain't never done nothing to you. I ain't never done nothing but try to be a good friend to you.
Right.
But she was putting me through a lot of hell. She would even tell me that she would see demon faces. Like, she was really going through some mental stuff, right? And she was really causing me a lot of pain. And like, I was I was physically hurting me. I couldn't deal with her. And so I broke up with her in January. And fast forward 4 months later, she thought it was a game that I would not move on. Well, she found out that I moved on with someone else. After 4 months, 4 months after we broke up, I finally moved on. And I'm still with my current girlfriend that I moved on with. When she found out that I actually moved on, she calls me while I'm on live screaming. And I mean, she's screaming at the top of her lungs. Why would you tell them that you moved on? Why would you tell them? Because, you know why? Because she was a struggling content creator. And so she had had a breakup with her baby daddy. Now, so she got 2 different baby daddies, and she ain't with neither one of them, right? And so she broke up online with her second baby daddy. So
that wasn't a red flag for you?
Huh? No.
Okay. This is before?
No, this is what she's doing,
Gotcha.
right. So because she broke up online, she tells me this. She sent it to me in a text message. I don't want to look like a fool. I already broke up and had a terrible breakup online. I don't want to look like a fool. So what she was trying to do is make me look bad, right? By trying to make it seem like I was, because she didn't want to now have 2 baby daddies and then be broken up with a woman. She didn't want the public to see that a woman had broke up with her. So what she was trying to do is beat somebody to the punch. And I'm like, I done left you alone. I even sent her to her job. I sent her like a bouquet of fruit to say that we don't have to be enemies or nothing. We can be friends. Man, they flipped that to be negative. She's narcissistic and gaslighting. Why would you send her fruit to her job? And so she told me one time, like when I had broke up with her, I had broke up with her one time before, and then I messed around and we had got back together. But during this little period of time where I had broke up with her, I was on live and doing things, and she gonna tell me, I felt some kind of way because I'm over here hurting and I'm over here crying and you just online smiling like ain't nothing wrong with you. So she didn't like the fact that she couldn't get to me emotionally. So her way of thinking that she was gonna hurt me was to bring my child and smear my child all over the internet to say that I'm abusive. And she did it just because she wanted a response out of me. Yeah. And so she have them calling CPS and bringing CPS to my house on a totally fabricated lie. All because you're mad that I broke up with you and moved on with somebody else, and that I wasn't crying and showing signs of emotional instability. That's what all of that was about. And because women hate each other, see, that situation, by her doing that and me seeing the women rally, that opened my eyes to the wickedness of women.
There it is.
That is what opened my eyes to the wickedness of women. And I said, oh,
this is what men have been saying forever.
So women do create stuff and try to destroy a person's life. And if you're seen as the stronger person, women will weaponize their perceived weakness and play the victim. They throw rocks and hide their hand, and that, because I had never done that. So I didn't realize that women ain't like me.
There it is.
I didn't realize that women were not like. Now, I experienced a lot of the same things that women was experiencing at the hands of men.
Right. But you've never been on the other side.
But I've never been on the other side because I wasn't doing to men what the.
I mean, absolutely incredible. I mean, this is the most masculine, male-identified woman I have ever seen. for them to actually, and that's why everybody does not need a microphone. In the beginning, the guy said that they laughed at B. Taylor saying that she was manipulated into a relationship, as if that cannot be true. People, I mean, let's talk about sex trafficking. Let's talk about young women being manipulated into relationships and turned into prostitutes. I mean, what are we talking about? You can be manipulated into a situation, into a relationship, into an abusive situation. That right there triggered me. And for her to say, to agree with saying that she had no idea how it was to be accused of things. Now she understands what men are going through. This woman is male identified. She wants to align with men. She wants to look down. She wants to be, quote unquote, the alpha and look down at women as what she think men does. She wants to align with men. This woman does not like women. I've said this from the beginning. She has no love or no appreciation for women. She is absolutely male identified. For her to say, to quote unquote have this epiphany after a relationship go bad with a woman, which I don't believe is her first time, but for her to go in there and to disparage B. Taylor and then speak on it as a collective, saying she had no idea women were like this, then where the hell, what are you then? Are you, how do you identify? What's going on with you? I think Princella has some sort of identity issues. I think that she has penis envy, and she wants to align with men. And it's amazing to me that women still to this day follow her with all the disparaging things she says about women. She talks about women just as bad as those fools on the manosphere. She talks just as bad. She sexualizes women. She talks down on women. She talks about women in motherhood. She even tried to slight B. Taylor about being a mother and having 2 baby daddies. You know, that's her business. But when everything was good, you was with her. Now that you're not with her and she exposed how you act behind the scenes, now she's a problem. Now her being a mother of 2 children and 2 different baby daddies is a problem. Now you understand what men go through in relationships with women when you supposedly had been a lesbian, which I don't believe. The woman is still legally married. I really don't know what's the deal with this woman. I think she is a master manipulator and grifter. And we shall see how these SA charges go. With a narcissist like this, she will not stop. The show will keep on rolling. The show will keep on rolling. She has yet to deny this that I know of. And I hope that Ms. Dana gets justice if this is in fact true. I feel like Princella is a danger to women, and she should not be speaking to women. But for some reason, you know, they gift the gap, that master manipulator rhetoric really gets people going. It's amazing to watch. It's amazing to watch, to see this. This woman has made a lot of money off of hurt women, off of women that are not truly lesbian. She's trying to lead women to either being lesbians or being alone for the rest of their lives. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. You would think in the real world, you would think, who in their right minds would listen to someone and take what they say as Bible? And obviously women are doing just like Miss Dana. Although she's a victim, she listened to this woman, she believed in this woman, to the point where they met up outside YouTube and this platform and hung out with friends amongst each other. And look what happened to her. Now she's have alleged SA towards her from Priscilla. So I will keep an eye on this and see how this plays out. But other than that, that's all I have to say about this situation. All I have to say is people have discernment. People actually go get counseling and life coach counseling from people that are actually licensed and certified. YouTube is not the answer. YouTube content creators do not have the answer. These people are also broken themselves. I mean, Priscilla is telling women to separate from men, decenter men while still legally married. She could be doing a podcast for 4 to 5, 6 hours, and after she clicked that off, go and get in a bed with her husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all cannot take YouTube content creators serious. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy the content, comment, maybe pull up on a panel if it's open, and keep it moving. But if you really want mental, physical, and emotional help, you have to go see someone that is licensed and that is authorized to lead you the right way. And that's all I have to say. This is Woo. Peace out. I'll be back with some more content maybe in a couple of days. I have a busy personal life, so I will try to be produce more content if I can. This is very fun for me, and I enjoy it. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'm out. Peace.